Finally, some good fucking YouTube. It's me, Gordon Ramsay. And I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Because I'm Gordon Ramsay. And I'm mad. In fact, I'm quite angry. Because I'm Gordon Ramsay. Every day, baby. Lois. Lois. She's pissed for an amazing reason. She's pink for an amazing reason. Oh my god. Tomorrow, probably my most anticipated game in a long time is coming out. Very excited. Scott Pilgrim EX. I will be buying and playing that day one. And then in 3 days, we're getting Poker Night back. I can't wait to beat Heavy again. Lois. I gotta tell you about my wife, Lois. Stout Shotgun, not 3 refined. Big news for... Isn't that a craft hat? Are craft hats being sold for 3 ref? If so, that's bad. That's bad. That's a bad thing. I'm Southern now. You can put your demo pan outfit. I see the demo pan outfit as the pirate hat. That's how I see the demo pan outfit, is the pirate hat. Like the detail with your avatar that the line art changes. Thank you. It made it way harder to make. But yeah, I like the fluctuating line art. Let's make it. I don't know why, but it feels like TF2's volume always changes. You're alive? I've been alive. Feels like TF2's volume is always changing. Bounty Hat and Dangerous 2, yes. Which Dangerous 2 is going to be available again, officially. T42 Gaming. Yeah, look at that. That's not what I meant to... No! What have you done? You're an imbecile! You're a fool! No, I actually meant to do this way. Where's, lower that. Yeah. Mission begins. Except this time I won't smurf. I'm the smurfs. I'm gonna hop onto just like last time, but you're not. Okay. Pretty neat. Also, throughout this stream specifically, I'm gonna be a bit of a bitch. No, I don't want that. Because, I really want, like, one more commission. Because, I want to buy Poker Night, and I only have the money for, Scott Pilgrim. So, more than usual, I will probably be plugging the fact that I do art for $10 US that I take on Steam.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Holy crap.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Holy crap. Oh my! I'm in the air. You need to wait 2 more days before you get paid. Look at this person. They have a job. Everyone laughed at the job. Everyone laughed at the jobby. But otherwise, I'd hope you get Pokenite. Thank you. And I obviously, kid, having a job is a good thing. Unlike me, I'm unemployed because I'm a bitch. Broke streamer. Now I have the money, if I'm being honest, I just kind of want it in my Steam wallet. I'm in a very fortunate financial position. But I also just like doing commissions, because it's fun. It is fun. And also it would give me, like, a specific thing to draw on stream, like for art streams. Hello, Jimmy Kong. I got, wait, Jimmy, oh my god, it's Jimmy Neutron Donkey Kong. I used to have I had like an avatar favorited on VR chat when I played that. It was the Jimmy Neutron Donkey Kong. I have a hella number of OCs I could pay you to draw. Pretty neat. OCs are pretty cool. Oh no, this guy's malodorous and evil. Oh no, I'm a fool. Oh. Good morning, good morning. I'm like Uncle Grandpa. I say good morning. He has crits. He doesn't have crits. I will once again be attempting to join some lobbies. Okay. I'm a sub looking at the page. Hell yeah. You're bred from Minecraft? If that's your display name, I apologize, but YouTube is a big, stupid, dumb poopy and doesn't show display names to me in the chat for some reason. One thing I would really like, I have to like research what chat widgets I can get on like which sites, but something I would very much like is if in the chat on stream it showed your profile picture. That would be pretty neat. This is your shitpost page. I see. Like, imagine if it just showed like your little icon next to your name. Would that not be pretty neat? No. This is the first Merc Park defense I've seen that doesn't immediately collapse on first. On Discord and Minecraft, I am McBride. Good to know. I like Mercenary Park. I know a lot of people don't like it, and rightfully so. It's not super well designed. Where is the sentry? Oh my god, Steam, I see. There's a Minecraft server? Not, I don't have a Minecraft server. If that's what you're asking, I don't own a Minecraft server, and I never will because I'm not spending money for servers. Those should be free. I can't think of a great reason why Minecraft servers can't be hosted for free within Minecraft itself.
Time has been added.
Also, okay, I don't know if anyone would like know. Okay, for years, for as long as I've been playing TF2, when I edit a something in the advanced options, it resets my view model like FOV. I don't know why. I'll never know why. It's fairly annoying because I'm a picky bitch. There's some freemium server hosts. There are, but like, okay, this will never make sense to me. Microsoft, Mojang, or Mojang, if you're getting technical. Why is it that I can't just host a server from within Minecraft? You can on Steam. That's a Steam thing. Steam, you can be like, oh yeah, I'll host a Gary's Mod server from my own PC, and or even like a TF2 server from my own PC, and friends can join. That'd be neat. Join the Discord, thank you. Oh no, I'm going to die. You got bot killers for every class. Pretty neato. I just got killed by I require fart therapy. I like supporting small channels. Thank you. Oh, my voice. Thank you. PSA to everyone. If you see a soldier screaming help with a whip in hand, let them whip you. That's all some soldiers want in life. Oh no. Uh-oh. Rocket barrage. Saying this has been nice? Hell yeah. That's a good. That's definitely a good. Huh! You imbecilic fool. You forgot that I would launch my rocket at that exact locale. Come here. Come here. Thank you. I can't jump. In real life, not in the game, actually. My lights don't. I'm disabled. I have no lights. I decided. The fuck is that unusual? With the floating pieces of shit. That's what it looked like to me. The floating, like, pieces of poop. The shit usual. Uh-oh. Here they come. Streamer, where's the bootlegger IRL? Yeah, I'm a pirate. So I don't even know what class to play to hold this point. Oh. Come here. Come here, my friend. Reportedly caught shooting the rocket jumper. Holy crap. It's the spy from Fortnite. Oh! I am penis cupcake. That you are. That you are. Where? Come here.
The control point is being contested.
Oh. I sent Steam return request. I saw, but I do not accept random requests. Also, I don't like being pocketed. It's boring. Oh! That's just everyone. That's literally just everyone. That's just every single person. Go ahead and send the request. Pain is, in one word, I'm just chilling the game. With and playing. W, between two squiggly lines. Aha! You forgot that I'm using the Beggy Bazooki. Despite not much room to rocket jump. Considering the map. Just a bunch of chill people being chill people. That's true. I gender neutralified your sentence. Oh, speaking of woke, there's a hello Artemis, like from the hit American televised series It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. There was a new trailer for the 6th Scary Movie. Why does the fire part? Why did that look like that? Scary Movie 6, not called Scary Movie 6 because numbers are hard. Yeah, Scary Movie 6, it looks like shit. It just looks like shit. Why is the hit sneeze gun, the beggar's bazooka, absolutely dog shit at peak soldier performance at the same time? Because it's random. Hi, hello, Nessword. ASCII. But yeah, new Scary Movie. The trailer looked like shit. I'll be honest. Almost all of the jokes were just A, acknowledging other horror movies, or B, like, the most boring, quote-unquote, like, trying to be offensive shit I have ever seen. Like, there was a bit. The first joke in the trailer, by the way, this was, like, supposed to be the big hitter. Right? And it was a person getting stabbed by Ghostface. And someone said, oh, she's been stabbed, and then they said, oh, but my pronouns are they, them. The person was like, what? And they said, they got stabbed. And I thought, like, this tells me everything I need to know. And I guarantee if some, like, 50-year-old Republican heard me say that, they'd be like, oh, you're just getting offended. We can't make jokes anymore. And I'm like, no, that's not the issue. The issue is, like, if you're gonna make, like, a pronouns joke, at least make, like, a creative one, you know? Like, at least make a pronouns joke that's, like, unique. I've heard the, oh, they've been stabbed, like, 1,000,000 times. Let's try and be unique, guys. I don't think Scary Movie's ever been funny. It's been funny. I've seen clips from 3 that are pretty good, and the first one has some good parts. But this new trailer felt like half of it was just referencing other horror movies, which can be funny, but most of the references were literally just acknowledging the other, like, other movies exist. Like, there was no joke. It was just, oh, this other movie is a thing. First one's the only funny one. I've only seen the first one overall. I thought I could do it. Yeah, so it's like, to me, constantly referencing the same shit is boring. And making, like, not even really jokes, more like acknowledgements of pronouns and conservatives, and, like, I get what they were trying to do. They're trying to be like, oh, we're gonna offend everyone. We're gonna offend the left, the right. We're gonna offend everyone. But to me, it just feels like you're offending nobody, because none of these jokes are even offensive. They're just kind of sad. Like, that pronouns joke isn't even, like, a joke. It was more like, yeah, that's how they work. It's their spy meme that suck as a spy, but I'm just saying they're more joke in the world, okay? It's funny because I saw some, like, hello there. I saw some people talking about the trailer being like, oh, but Scary Movie has always been like that. And I'm like, okay. Doesn't make it better. Nice avatar, thank you. To me, it's like, people are like, oh, but Scary Movie's always had, like, you know, those hit and misses. And I'm thinking, yeah, so it's always been mediocre. Like, it's always been a mixed bag. saying, oh, it's always had bad jokes, which means that the bad jokes don't matter, is like saying that, like you go to like a sandwich shop and you're like, oh, well, the bread's always moldy, so the fact that it's moldy this time doesn't matter. That's normal. Bread should be moldy. Oh, no, I'm gonna pass. Like, gas. Kid named Scary. I want to add, like, custom emojis to the chat, but one, I'm not monetized, and you have to be monetized, I'm pretty sure, to do that. And two, I don't know if they would show up in the chat on stream, which would be upsetting.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Like, to me, okay, so I love parody, right? It is easily my favorite genre of thing. I adore all parody. Well, not all parody. I adore parody when it's really good. Like Airplane and like Top Secret and The Naked Gun and all that stuff. So I'm getting off track because I had to kill the scout. I love parody. A lot of my favorite movies are parodies or satires. But Scary Movie felt like
Mission begins in
The
60
Dip,
seconds.
where half of the jokes, like, okay, parody has always had like this fascination with sex. Like, even like Airplane and Top Secret, some of my favorite movies ever, a lot of sex jokes. Nothing wrong with that. But Scary Movie, most of the jokes are either references or sex jokes. And the ones that aren't that are pretty funny. And there are some funny sex jokes in Scary Movie. But 90% of the jokes feel the exact same.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Like, Scary Movie is when parody started to go downhill. And recently, there have been some amazing parody movies. Being hit with a bat, being assaulted. Yeah, Monty Python was more like just classic British humor, but I feel like you could classify it. They're more adult jokes sometimes. I guess, yeah. Like, Scary Movie just... Like, Top Secret, Airplane, amazing movies. Scary Movie isn't quite as good. Like, recently, there was Weird the Al Yankovic Story, which was amazing. There was the Naked Gun reboot, which was amazing. Hello, Tenna. Both of those were phenomenal parody films. And I was very excited to see how parody would return. But I'm really hoping that Scary Movie doesn't change it, because parody went downhill because of Scary Movie, because Scary Movie was a huge success. So that's how you got stuff like the Starving Games and Meet the Spartans and Epic Movie and Date Movie and Superhero Movie and like Spanish Movie and Not Another Teen Movie and all these like shitty parodies that just referenced other better movies, and that was the joke half the time. Scary movies parodied horror movies such as Terror. Yeah. Are you a robot? If there was an anti-woke PNG tuber, do you think they would hate VTubers for claiming there are more than 2 dimensions? Pretty good. Really good, actually. I'm getting off track with my wording. Basically, most people know that parody went downhill because of Scary Movie. And it feels like that's gonna happen again. Feels like that's going to happen again, where we had like some really good return to forms of parody. We had Weird the Al Yankovic Story. We had The Naked Gun. And then we're gonna get Scary Movie, and then we're gonna get like a million other like shitty other parody movies. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that doesn't happen. But I don't know. History repeats itself sometimes, not always. Elvis Presley once threw a burning water on 7 water haters. He then went to emote on them. Burning Love inspired by this movie. I love Burning Love. Burning Love is a phenomenal song. Beautiful song. There's a new Space... Yeah, that's another... Yeah, Spaceballs. Well, Spaceballs was great. Everyone loves Spaceballs. Your Spaceballs the flamethrower. I went to a con, and there was this woman dressed as Barf. and she had a sign on her back that said Spaceballs with a cosplay. It's jammed! Strawberry. I hate strawberry. No, it was the yogurt. Yogurt! I hate yogurt, especially with strawberries. That was it. You know, Elvis during his final show did something called the Elvis Special where he turned into pure white. Love the energy of your little scrunkle. Thank you. Her name is Kira, and she drinks paint. Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle? Bulbasaur. I will never pick something else. Bulbasaur. Always. No one would dare give me the... Who would dare give me the raspberry? Lone Star. It's... Oh, it's a classic, really. I'm a fake parody fan. I haven't seen like Blazing Saddles or the producers or Young Frankenstein. Or Robin Hood Men in Tights. What blood type is she? In case I ever need to revive her, she's O positive because she's old. No, she's A positive because she's always positive. Yeah. This frienderino picked Bulbasaur. Yeah, Bulbasaur, the objectively best choice to pick in any Gen 1 game. You robbed me, thy shall not be given, the moon turns blood. Like, forgive me if I'm wrong, but is Bulbasaur not the objectively best choice in Pokemon Red and Blue? And Fire Red and Leaf Green? Or Red and Green if you live in Japan? Or Yellow if you're cool? Genome, haven't thought that much. Because Bulbasaur is super effective against the first gym, the second gym, and resists the third gym, and the fourth gym. I'm pretty sure grass resists grass. If it doesn't, then I'm stupid. But if that's true, then Charmander is the best choice for 3 of the gyms. Or no, 4. I guess not the best choice, because Charmander... Would Kira pull the lever? Absolutely. Like, Charmander's good against grass, but, like, Bulbasaur is the best choice for early game. And by the end of the game, like, I guess Blastoise will pay off. Because, you know, you have, what's his name, Blaine? The fire-type gym leader. But, at that point, why don't you have a ground or water type on your team? I gotta play, like, the original Pokemon games. I haven't delved into them. Would Kira jump for the chicken? No, you're banned. 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 Send this person to hell. The 8th circle of hell. Send this person to the 17th circle of hell. I hate that. I hate the stupid... parkour, beef, jump, diagonal, 1 block, 2 block, 3, 8, 9, 7, 100, fuck, stupid, dumb, poopy, butthole, fucking, do you jump for the roast beef, or do you make the diagonal 2x3 for the, no. Like, literal toddler bait. I tried watching that video, I hated it. I hated it so much. Gen 1 is a mess, honestly. Crit rate is speed-based. Half the moves don't work for how they're supposed to, and you can win entire fights by spamming rap. Also, it was before the special physical split, so some types were just fucking worthless. What have I turned into? I don't know. Maybe a house. Or a mouse. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so here's my Pokemon backstory, right? Hello. So here's my Pokemon backstory. When I was younger, I only had a Wii, and then a Wii U, and then a Switch. And so my mom was like, oh, you don't need the DS, you don't need the 3DS, right? You have the Wii. So, and I watched the Pokemon anime, and I collected the cards, and I wanted to play the games, but I didn't have the devices to do so. And I didn't really know about emulation at that point, because I was a young little baby. So, I just watched Pokemon YouTube. I didn't watch playthroughs, but I watched Pokemon YouTube, and that was like my main exposure to Pokemon when I was younger. How are you today? I'm decent. So, I haven't played most of the Pokemon games, but I am making my way through them. I played X and Y for the first time last year, and I loved it. I loved it to death. Loved it a lot. I play all the new releases except for Brilliant Diamond and Shining shit. And then, I've been playing Pokemon Black for the first time. Which, back like 10, 15 years ago, not 15, I wasn't conscious. Not that I was that I am 15, but like I wasn't on the internet much. Like 10 years ago, Pokemon Black and White were not that well received. Like, I feel like there's like a lot of revisionism with like nostalgia. Because Pokemon Black and White were not loved originally like they are now. People now are like, oh, they're so good. I really think that it's due to nostalgia. I'm not super far in it, but so far Black and White is kind of disappointing to me. It's not that smash hit that people really built it up to be. That's Kalos starter. Kalos is Gen 6, right? Which is Froakie and Fennekin and Chespin. So I'm gonna go through all of these. So the best first evolution is Chespin. The best second evolution is Braixen, and the best third evolution is Delphox. So, if Chespin evolved into something cool or cute, I would go with Chespin. But, unfortunately, Chespin evolves into Quilladin, which looks like an infected toe, and then evolves into Chestnut, which looks painfully boring. And pretty ugly. Can't lie. Pretty ugly. Who's your favorite character so far in TF2? Well, so far implies that I've barely played this game, which would be an incorrect assertion, I'm sorry to say. But, in terms of playstyle, Soldier, in terms of personality and design, and basically everything else heavy, who I would consider my secondary. I think he's my second most played class. Oh, hello! Oh! Oh! I'm gonna stop using the Beggy Bazooka. Yeah, I want to start Pokemon Red and Blue like the first one. I want to play in a Game Boy, but getting a Game Boy Pocket, I can't find any that are like appropriately priced. Have I played a Scout yet? I want you to look at this image for around 10 seconds. And then I want you to ask me if I have played Scout yet. Let's go Kitten's Bazooka. Is that the consensus around the Beggar's Bazooka? Oh, why have you done this? You're a fool. You forgot that I'm bad, medic. You dummy dum-dum. And I'm dead. Yeah, I want to play, I want to play Pokemon Red and, like, well, Pokemon Red. I might stop. I don't want to, like, drop Black and White for Red, though. So I'll probably play through Pokemon Black, and then Black 2, and then Red. On a 3DS, not on a Game Boy. Because getting a Game Boy Pocket, I would want to play it in a Pocket. I'm not playing on the original. Pokemon Wind and Waves looks quite nice, quite good, I must say. I'm very excited. I haven't really disliked any Pokemon games that I've played. Hello, Dan. Unpopular opinion, Undertale is overrated. Undertale is actually my favorite game of all time. So, I can't agree. Love Pombon. I adore Pombon. So cute. Still not over how easy mode in Black and White 2 is a post-game reward. Black and White is a post-game reward. Yeah, that's silly. Especially because it doesn't have support for multiple save files, so you would have to delete your existing save. Like, at least if there were multiple save files, I'd get it a little bit more, but You have to delete your save file and then play the game on easy. Have you played Half-Life 1? No, I've not. Yeah, out of all the Pokemon games, I'm a new gen because, again, my mom didn't allow me to have a DS or 3DS, so when I got my Switch, I was like, finally, I can play Pokemon. So I've played Pokemon Shield, Let's Go Pikachu. So I've played a form of Gen 1, just what a lot would consider the worst version. Although, I think more would consider the first version of Gen 1 the worst version, which is pretty funny. Thank you for the subscription! Oh my god, it's the soldier! You have to ask another Kira question? I will answer any Kira questions. Yeah, I've played Pokemon Shield, Let's Go Pikachu, Legends ZA. I didn't beat Legends Arceus, but I loved what I played. I played, what else did I, basically every Pokemon on Switch except for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I played that for like an hour and got bored. My condolences for not getting to play Platinum. I will, though. I will. I have it on my 3DS. Your drive died again? God damn. No. No, you don't need that. Would she buy Juggernog after turning on power? What the fuck is Juggernog? Is that from Call of Duty? Pokemon Apple speedrun when? The only Pokemon Apple I know is Applin, and I hate Applin and its evolution line. I hate it. It's stupid. Yeah, I've never played a Call of Duty. I've played like 2 hours of Modern Warfare 2, I think. You don't have to quit with the goofy questions. I like goofy questions. I want y'all to know, the only reason what is caught about, shoot bullet gun. The only reason that I'm able to stream for over, like, an hour is because I have people to talk to in chat. When I used to stream, like, years ago, which, thank God all of those are gone. When I used to stream years ago, I would only stream for like an hour because I didn't have anyone to talk to in chat. COD Zombies is about going to Agartha. I read that as Argentina. I read that as Argentina because I'm a fool. Favorite Pokemon of all time. So it's changed, but I'll give you like the top few. I can't really decide right now, but There's a few that I would put up there. So, Steelix, ever since I was young, has been my favorite Pokemon. Because I remember I just saw it in the opening of, one of the seasons of the anime, the Johto one. Saw it in the opening, and I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. I loved Steelix. I still love Steelix. Wobbuffet as well, because anime. Again, grew up on the anime. Outside of those two, Hawlucha is very much up there, as well as Bulbasaur. And Grimmsnarl. So those 5. That's 5, right? Steelix, Wobbuffet, Hawlucha, Grimmsnarl, Bulbasaur. Imagine a game where you fight zombies in a swamp. Imagine. Zombies was good in like 4 games, and then they tried to fix something that wasn't broken. I wouldn't know. I got the half Zatoichi. Your favorite's Magmar, and your favorite's Vaporeon. I have a friend who likes Vaporeon. Vaporeon's adorable. But yeah, like other Pokemon that are up there for me. Okay, so one thing that's keeping me through Pokemon Black. I'm playing Pokemon Black. How do you even say its name? Sigilyph or Sigilyph. I've heard a lot of people say differently. I'm gonna go with Sigilyph. Sigilyph is one of my favorite Pokemon, and I'm very excited to use it in the game. Using Hawlucha on a team got me to like it even more than I already did. I think that's gonna happen with Sigilyph as well. I love that Pokemon. I love its design. I love its inspiration. I love the typing. It's amazing, underrated, one of the most underrated Pokemon is Sigilyph. You read the Vaporeon copy pasta? Of course I've read the Vaporeon copy pasta. I've spent time on the internet. Holy crap. I'm a fool. I have the strange thing where most of my dreams I have randomly turn into COD Zombies gameplay. That's interesting. Bob, I don't know what that means. Sigilyph is a sleeper pick. Yes, it is. Love Sigilyph. Other ones I love, Clodsire, fucking adorable. Pombon is probably gonna rise up there. Hisuian Growlithe is amazing. I love Hisuian Growlithe. It is adorable. Rowlet is very much up there. I love Rowlet a lot. On my Pokemon playtime was when I didn't know English. All the text was runes to me. That is an amazing... Okay, I'm so happy that you said runes and not like Minecraft enchantment table. That's overused. Let's say runes. Is Kira a registered organ donor? According to the story that I'm writing, you can technically say yes, which is pretty funny. Cerulege. That is the big armor fuck from Scarlet and Violet, right? I'm bad with names. I used to be able to name everything off by heart. Now I can't. I used to be able to name every Skylander off by heart and its element. Now I can't. Actually, now I probably could. I think I did a name every Skylander challenge on stream once as like a break. And I got most of them, I think. I want to do it again. I should do it again. What else? Oh, Claydol. Another one that I really love. Claydol is awesome. You said you had a Wii. Did you have Crash of the Titans? That is a very odd game to ask if someone had on Wii. I feel like most would ask like, oh, did you have Brawl? Did you have Galaxy? Crash of the Titans? No, I did not have Crash of the Titans. Remember when Deoxys was unique for not being from Earth? Yeah? Well, don't really remember. Exactly. But, because I'm a youngin', but, I'm a youngin'. But she's registered for both. But both kidneys are taken. I love flog users who think that they're just indestructible. Like, technically they are for a few. Mambo number 5. Dex is from Gen 3 and is basically Meteorite. Well, I know that. I watched the Deoxys film with the kid who was, like, afraid of Pokemon, which was interesting. There was a guy who was like, I don't like Pokemon, they're scary. That's my impression of the kid from the Deoxys film. Yeah, I'll play all of... I will play every Pokemon eventually. I do love Pokemon. It's funny because, like, I wouldn't consider one Pokemon specifically to be one of my favorites of all time. Like, one of my favorite games of all time. Yet. I think I will once I play, like... Probably, like, Fire Red or, like, Heart Gold or something. In terms of, like, so far, my favorite one that I've played so far is easily Pokemon X. It's, like, not even a contest. I love Pokemon X. I know a lot of people had problems with it, but I loved it. I don't care what other people think. I liked it. Being afraid of Pokemon is so valid, though. Okay, yeah, like, some of them, sure. Like, if you're afraid of Macargo, which is apparently, like, the same temperature as the sun, then sure. But, like, being afraid of a Pidgey? Really? Then again, most Pokemon, even the weak ones, can learn, like, some stupid-ass move. Like, you can have, like, a Pidgey with, like, a Z move or something. Okay, here's another thing that was pointed out to me recently that I never thought about. Pokédex entries, canonically, are written by 10-year-olds, which I never thought about. Like, the Pokédex entries, every single one of them, is canonically written by a 10-year-old. So maybe they're stupid, because children are dumb. So maybe the kid who saw McCargo like wrote that shit is like, oh, what if it's bigger, it's hotter than the sun, because they were like a foot next to it, and they were like, oh, it's kind of warm. It's hotter than the sun. You've got to be kidding me. That implies someone saw a Driftwood carry their friend up into the sky. Maybe they're bullshitting, though. Okay, I remember the episode of the anime where a hypno, like, hypnotized people and took them away. Do y'all remember that shit? I remember that episode. I gotta rewatch some of the Pokemon anime. I gotta rewatch some of the movies. Lucario and the Mystery of Mew was the best one. Don't even try it at me. It's just true. It's just true. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. Like police tape. Purely hypothetical, but if someone knocked Kira over and had to rebuild her while her owner was streaming, would you notice? Yeah, I'd notice. Purely hypothetical. I think I would notice. Although if you rebuild her RoboCop style, I'm not too offended by that. RoboCop. Always have Uber, you boob. By the way, if y'all don't know, RoboCop, one of the greatest films of all time. Y'all should watch it. Top 5 favorite movie. It's genuinely a phenomenal movie. No. No. It's time to perish. I'm sorry. It's time to perish. Fuck. Watch RoboCop. It's amazing. Peter Weller. Kurtwood Smith. Oh my god. So good. Such a good movie. And the score, the ba 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 ba. I gotta get back to the game because game wasn't grabbing me, but maybe it gets better. Yeah, Pokemon. I can talk a lot about Pokemon despite barely having played them. Favorite movie to rewatch with your brain off? I don't have one. If I just... Okay, so I very rarely just want to watch a movie without, like, using my brain at all. That's a very rare thing for me. If I do, it is always going to be some animated film by, like, DreamWorks or Pixar. Always. Every time. Maybe Disney. Like, when I, when I had a job at a casino, last summer... Casino security. I rewatched, like, a bunch of animated films. I downloaded a bunch of animated films on my phone legally, and I would just watch them on the bus ride there and back and during my breaks because I had a lot of time to kill because I had nothing else to do on my breaks, and the bus ride there was like an hour. So I would... No, I said legally. So, like, some of those were, like... And, no, but here's the thing. The movies that I'm gonna rewatch aren't gonna be, like, stuff that I've only seen, like, once. It'll be stuff that I've seen, like, 5 times. Like Over the Hedge. I rewatched that. That was one. Over the Hedge. Rewatched that, at work. Madagascar. Rewatched that at work. Emperor's New Groove. You know, like, these very goofy movies. Although I didn't rewatch Goofy movie. Speaking of movies, by the way, y'all should watch Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie, please. It is so good. It's so good. It's so fucking good. I do remember Nathaniel Free Dude. Please, everyone here watch everyone watch Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. It is amazing. The sun, the leaking. It's so good. It's hilarious. It's the funniest movie I've seen in a good bit. Did Nirvana just come out? So Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie did just come out, like a week or two ago. It's hilarious. It is so funny. I love it a lot. Oh, it's the Notorious 3 Spy Hands. I'm gonna suck ass at spy.
5, 4,
Almost, not really, no, but I'll still say it. I have commissions open for the people who are new for, $10 that I take on Steam as, like, Steam, well, yeah, the Steam, like, gifting money on Steam. So, if anyone's, fuck you. Fuck you. Kunai is pretty good. Ooh, hello. No, mine. Yes. I'm gonna get a backstab with this. No! No! My plan! I can do it. Yes! Yeah, commissions. And Discord. Join Discord. Join Discord, make happy. Join Discord, make happy. Me happy, you join. I got, what, like 2 backstabs? I like my hat. This is a good hat. What a strange knife name. I don't have a strange knife. In fact, I only have one strange spy weapon, and that's, Enforcer. I like the Enforcer. I have this thing, though. I have a strange cosmetic for every class. I have one for Scout, I have one for Soldier, I have one for Pyro, I have one for Demo. They ain't seen this one coming, though. I'm gonna play Blox Fortress. I'm gonna make a wild assumption here and say that that's Team Fortress in Roblox. Fuck you. Blox Fortress is better than TF2. I haven't played it, but I can already say it's not. Because it's in Roblox. Good rage bait, though. I give it a 7 out of 10. No! Oh, fuck! Don't diss the blocks. I don't like Roblox. I've gone about this like a million times on stream. Roblox can have some perfectly decent, maybe even good games, but 90% of Roblox is money hungry, is either A, money hungry, B, made for babies, C, both, or D, just a ripoff of something else. But in the Roblox art style. Are you gonna sugarcoat it? I'm not. Oh, hello! To me, Roblox is primarily the thing that you use if you don't have a good PC. If you can't run good games, you can probably run Roblox on like a phone or something. My only option. Fair, but I mean, there are plenty of acceptable games that you can play. Minesweeper. Anyone fuck with Minesweeper? Fuck. No! Actually, silly goofy goober, I am transgender. as it says in my channel descriptor, and in the description of the stream. I get the confusion, though. It's okay. I got a friend with a 1050 Ti who mostly plays Roblox. Good bad from sometimes because there's many banger indie games. Yeah, like, you can run Doom on a pregnancy test. Undertale and Deltarune can run on a boot. Like, no, you're heinous. Yeah! Oh wait, that's so cool. Hello, fellow Transformer. Hello. Let me think of some games that you could play on a shitty PC. Literally any emulated GBA game. So what? That's like 100 good games. Oh. Slay the Spire, that's one. Terraria can run on fucking anything. Undertale, Deltarune, Celeste can run on anything. I'm gonna go to sleep. We'll see ya. Have fun sleeping. My laptop lags on Terraria a bit. Are you running the first laptop ever? Terraria's shittily optimized? Okay, I didn't know that. What else? Like, actually, any N64 game, that's something else that you can do. N64 can run Google Chrome. Thank you. Oh, okay. Four gigabyte RAM. Cool. Four? 4 gigabytes of RAM? The N64 cannot run Google Chrome. That's not what... No, you're twisting my words. Let me check my Steam library. Deltarune, Downwell, Portal can run on a potato. Post Void. Yeah, Undertale. Let's see. Helltaker, and that's free. Lethal League, that runs. Mustache, Pizza Tower, that can run on anything. It's a school laptop. This is the shittiest round of Dust Bowl I think I've ever played, by the way. Am I gonna die to Afterburn?
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Fuck you. Fuck you. Uh-oh. The original FNAF games can run on anything? Yeah, that's true. I'm a certified CS2 hater. They made it run so badly. I have never played any Counter-Strike. You guys heard of the legend Someone? No, I haven't. I was gonna say that there are a lot more people that I haven't heard of than I have, but I think that's every human being on the planet. You started FTL? What's FTL? Fortnite, the long... French tribal leader. Flailing tiny lumps. Faster than light. I like flailing tiny lumps better, but I don't know, that's just me. Hey, spaceship roguelike? Interesting. Because he's gonna be acid. Oh no. The pre-Steel Wool FNAF games are slideshows. Yeah. Does anyone disagree with that? They're point and clicks. Cisco ran on basically anything, and then they felt the need to upgrade it. It looks worse, in my opinion. Minigun lover, if you're referring to me, it's she. As I stated earlier, I'm trans. You can tell by the fact that my persona has breasts. No! I don't play FNAF because... I don't know, I don't care. You can tell because I have huge zoobs. Do you agree that someday love will find you, break those chains and bind you? One night will remind you? No, I don't think love's coming for me, if I'm being honest. I'm pretty ugly. Bazinga. Leonard. 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 Yes, Sheldon? What is it, Sheldon? You're in my spot. I don't like FNAF. I liked FNAF when I was in like elementary school, and I think a little bit of middle school. But since then I've come to realize that the story is not like a coherent thing that's written with the purpose of having an ending, like a real story. It's unfortunately the blueprint for a lot of stories now, which is just keep making it because money. Where like I love watching MTF person playing TF2 in the hospital. Are you in the hospital, or am I supposed to be the one in the hospital? Oh. Like, okay, I have a short about this on my channel. You're in the hospital? Sorry to hear that. Hope you get better, if you have... Not if, you're in the hospital for a reason. Or if a family member has something, I hope they get better. But I have a short about this on my channel, but, FNAF is... Objectively... You can like it, right? We can all like bad things, but objectively, the story wasn't written with the purpose of having an actual ending. Like, at all. The first game was made, Scott wasn't expecting to even make a sequel. At that point, like, there's no, like, debating it. That's just... The story was not made with the purpose of having more. I don't even call it a story. Like, the original FNAF was just kind of like, oh, here's, like, this cool kind of interesting... Like, kind of interesting, like... idea behind what's happening in the game, like a little bit of lore sprinkled in. And then I wasn't looking at the game, I was looking at the chat. You're making a death joke. You made it already, but funny. It's not even remotely a good writer. Yeah, well, duh. Did anyone ever... No one thinks he's a good writer. No human being on this planet genuinely thinks that Scott Cawthon is a good writer. No one does. Like, the original was... This is a game about these little, like, these animatronics which are alive because people thought that my designs looked like creepy animatronics. And then then Scott probably had the idea, like, oh, what if I, like, put, like, a little hidden story behind it? And then he did the second one, and then the third one, and then the fourth one, and the fourth one was supposed to be the end, but, like... There was supposed to be less. The story was not meant to continue. To me, as I said in that short... As I said in the short, FNAF is FNAF was not a story. It was a couple little points that you could look at behind the scenes to make like a little mini narrative, like a little like setup for what's happening in the game. Not even a story, just like a setup as to what's happening in the game, like a little backstory. So I guess a story, but like a little
Mission
bit.
begins in 10 seconds.
Then they just took what all of the YouTubers said and put it into the game and just kept on doing it. And now there's like the mimic. I don't know what the fuck the mimic is because I'm not a middle schooler, but I know that he has like some kind of secret. I know he has some kind of secret. On the other hand, I hate how it's kind of monopolized the concept of animatronics in horror. That's true. See, okay, I was talking about this yesterday with like friends who actually like this stuff, but I'm gonna talk about it on stream, because like now I can like voice without anything else. So what do you do to play snipers? Aim up, scope, and spin? No. So actually, I'm gonna try and like phrase this well. Also, I'm gonna leave Dust Bowl. So modern mascot horror is FNAF reskinned. And like we all know that, right? But I don't like what it is because FNAF used to be something very small. It wasn't supposed to be this big thing. The original like 3 games were not made with the idea that this was this big thing. They were made like Dust Bowl again, really, guys? Okay. FNAF was not made with the idea of being a big thing. And then they tried making it a big thing, and they added the quote-unquote story, which is, again, just the theories that people on YouTube had. And instead of progressing like a real story, they just keep continuing it. Like, you know what a story has, right? Like here's what I would say to a FNAF fan. You know what a story has? An ending. It has an ending. Stories have endings. That's how they work. But FNAF doesn't have an ending. It just keeps going because it makes money. Thoughts on Poppy? That's what I'm getting to. My alarm's going off. Modern mascot horrors are literally just FNAF, but you kind of swap out, like you swap out the gameplay and the characters. I really don't like, okay, at the time in like 2015, right, when I was in like high school, not high school, when I was in elementary school, I was like, okay, yeah, like, this is really cool. Like like a game that like doesn't really give you all the pieces. It's kind of behind the glass, you know? Like, I thought that was really cool. Now, every fucking horror game has to have some stupid, dumb, like, oh, it's kind of cute looking horror mascot that they make 1 million plushies of before the game even comes out. Like, you have fucking Poppy Playtime with Huggy Wuggy, which is the dumbest shit. Why does every game do that, by the way? Why is, like Freddy Fazbear, did people just think, oh, like, alliteration, we have to do that, or, like, rhyming, we have to do that, like, they looked at, like, oh, Freddy Fazbear, and they were like, oh, we gotta make, like, Huggy Wuggy, and Biggle Wiggle, and Frumpty Gumpty, and whatever, like, hate mascot more horror because it's formatted like it would be a commentary on consumerism, but instead they just profit. Yeah, like, that'd be a really cool mascot horror game. A comment on the consumerism of both the mascot horror genre and like what's happening in the game itself. That's not a real video game. I don't consider that a real video game. Opinions on this YouTuber named Bookchuck Junk? She's pretty ugly. Like, okay. My brain isn't formatting what I want to say correctly. Like, Poppy Playtime, the gameplay is adequate. It's fine. It's fine, right? Like, it's adequate. It's whatever. It's not breaking It's not breaking the ground. It's not breaking new ground. It's not doing anything unique. It's whatever. Outside of that, it's FNAF again, which was Bendy and Neighbor and all these stupid fucking mascot horror games. Like, I'm just tired of, oh, we're gonna make a mascot horror game, and the mascot is kind of cute looking, but they're actually really scary, and we're gonna make 1,000,000 pieces of merch, and it's aimed at children. That's another thing. They're all aimed, okay, they're all aimed at children. They're all aimed at children. Not because that makes the most sense. Horror aimed at children does not make any sense. It's done because money. It is very obviously done because money. You can't look me in the eye and say that they made Poppy Playtime appeal to children because they thought it would be the best fit for their story. It's just all the same shit. Every fucking modern horror game now is just here. Like, I'm gonna leave this game as well so I can actually speak and think. I'm gonna make a mascot horror game right now in my mind. Guys, welcome to Weekend at Grimbo's, okay? Welcome to Weekend at Grimbo's, alright? Grimbo is this adorable pink-looking bubble creature, but at night, when you're hired as a mechanic to fix the engine at the back of the store, he turns scary and has sharp teeth. Oh no! And then, fucking, there's kind of a story. It's not shown to you in the game, because that requires you to be a writer. You need to be able to write to make a story. That's what you have to do. Hello, Death Nut Tiger. I'm complaining about mascot horror games. We're not going to show you the story. That takes effort. We're going to hide it behind quote-unquote lore. It's not real. It's not actual lore or story. We don't know how to write a story, so we're going to give you like 5 little shreds, and you can come up with the story that we'll use for the next 10 games. That's what Poppy Playtime does. Well, the first one, there was, like, maybe 2 shreds of, like, something that happens in the back. And then, like, fucking... Then the next one had, like, the pink mommy long legs. And she looks all cute and adorable, but she's actually scary. And, like, here's my thing. Here's my thing. I don't understand how so many people get... like, wrapped up in this stuff. Like, and okay, let me just clarify, by the way. I'm not saying that you're not allowed to like this stuff. I'm not saying that. You can like this stuff. I'm just expressing why I don't like it and how my brain works. If someone says, I love Poppy Playtime, I think it's for children. I don't understand how you can be above the age of 5 and like it. But that doesn't mean that you can't like it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people will take, oh, I think this thing is for babies, as you're not allowed to like it. No, it just means that I think it's for baby. I like things for babies. I'm a fucking baby. Like,
Why is that cart not moving?
I'm going the wrong way. I like Pokemon. That's for children. Pokemon is for children. And if anyone says it's not, they are lying. Pokemon is geared towards kids, and I like Pokemon. Like, you're not allowed to not like things for kids. It's just that Poppy Playtime is for children. Yeah, you have like the dog and the cat nap. Fucking, but anyway, I don't understand. Again, you can like this, but I don't understand how people fall for it. That's how I see it as. It's falling for it. You know what I mean? Like, let's say the Grumbo, I don't even remember what it, like, Weekend at Grumbo's comes out, right? And there's a little bit of lore in there, and then I make 10 more entries in a year, right? I feel like it's a trap for people who think that this stuff is good storytelling. For people who think, oh, being vague about, like, I'm not saying that vague storytelling isn't good, can't be good storytelling. I'm saying that there are people who mistake being vague for good storytelling without actually putting in the effort to make an interesting story, because 90% of the time, the story presented in these games... Yes, Dan, I see your messages. I can see your messages. I know, check the Discord. Stop saying it, or else I will mute you. I will check the Discord. Oh my god. You didn't put anything. She, not he. Def, not tiger. It's she. Anyway, I see it as a trap. Like, okay, let's say that someone is deeply invested in the story of Poppy Playtime.
Why is that cart
Right?
stuck, maggots?
Is that because it's an actually good story? Or is it because the game disguises vagueness as storytelling and is like, oh, like, you gotta follow along to find out, and people, instead of actually being interested in the story, they more so think, oh, I want to know what happens. I see it as a trick. I see it as, like, tricking. What the fuck is Giblet? What is Giblet? Am I old? What the fuck is Giblet? I'm looking this up. What the hell is Giblet? You are making that up. Giblet? Giblet Poppy Playtime. What is this? Oh, it's cute looking, but it turns all scary and withered.
Mission begins.
That's 90. It's all the same. It's all just cute thing, actually scary. Go to X location, story barely there, you make up the story and pretend that it's good. That's what it feels like, actually, is here. We're gonna give you, like, a few concepts of a story, and then you can make up the story and pretend it's good because you made it up. And then there's, like, fucking 10 billion pieces of merch. I've seen Ban merch in person, and I think, like, is this game not shovelware? If Ban was on the Wii, if they made Garden of Ban for the Wii, 6 people would buy it and no one would fucking care about it. But because it's the internet, there are actually brain-dead idiots who... Shouldn't say that, that's mean. There are people who genuinely like Garden of Ban. I can't look those people in the eye, but there are people who like Garden of Ban. Hello, Mark Gonzalez. I'm raging about games for children. See, my theory has always been that these horror games market themselves to children specifically because kids feel a lot more adult. Like, people, I think the kids feel a lot more adult if they indulge in something that they perceive as for adults. So, if a kid likes Five Nights at Freddy's, that has scary and murder. So that's not for kids. I'm an adult. But in actuality, FNAF is completely marketed towards children. And that is objective. Almost everything I've said up to this point is subjective, but that's objective. Have you seen the polygon wire maps of Garden of Ban? Yes, I've seen. They're stupid. We should palette 10s by talking about a good game like Risk of Rain 2. I've never played it. But yeah, you can obviously get where I'm coming from, but I can voice this a lot better. It's just because I'm trying to play a game and talk, which is hard. Usually it's easy for me. I don't know why it's harder right now. We talk about Elden Ring, never played it. I've never played a FromSoft game, and I probably never will. Doesn't really look like my thing. You ever played TF2? It's a pretty cool game. No, I've never heard of it. Also, plug time. Commission me. Give me money. Money. Give me money. I do art commissions for $10. So if you like my little Kira avatar on stream, then, I can make you something that looks infinitely better for $10. Which I get gifted on Steam, because I want, I like doing commissions, it's fun. Oh my god. Being passionate about something makes words difficult. True. Kudos, thank you, Queen Echo. Hi chat, hello. But yeah, comms open, $10 USD. I think that's like 12 Canadian. You have €1 in pocket sand. What's funny is that €1 I think is like, how much is €1 in like US dollars? I don't use US dollars, but I do for commissions because I have a lot of Americans in my audience. Google has my back. €1 to USD. It's 1.17. I thought it'd be like more. I thought it'd be like 2. Okay. What can you get? You can get a nothing. I don't do anything less than 10 USD because 10 USD is already really cheap, and I like you don't want just line art. You don't want like a sketch. You don't want you don't want just flat color. That's boring. If I can think of something the commission will throw it your way, sounds neat. What about $1 Aussie? $1 Aussie is worth like a penny. Turn your OC into a pie. Kira doesn't really want to be a pie, but she's not. She's not like gonna get mad at it. She won't get mad at being pie. She'd probably taste good. $1 in PLN is 364, 3.64. I know that in some countries, instead of using a decimal point for for decimals, they use a comma, and then instead of using a comma for like thousands and millions, they use a decimal. Just popped in. I love your avatar and both your stream setup and commentary is already so professional. Good luck. I hope you make it far. Thank you. Honestly, I would commission you just to learn a different style, but I'm broke. That's fair. Is Kira kosher? I don't know what that means, but no. Is it kosher? Kosher? Am I reading this right? I don't know what that is. Hello? Uh-oh. Yeah. I'm in the same boat as you. Forsaken and Dead by Day. I don't know any... What the fuck? Is Forsaken that Roblox game? Is that the Roblox game? I don't remember. I feel like... Okay, yeah. Y'all. I don't care about Roblox. I think in every... Genuinely, I think in like the last 5 streams I've done, or at least like 10 of my streams, people have mentioned Forsaken. Yo, I'll be honest, I don't fucking care. Like, I'm just gonna be blunt. Like, I'm not saying that you can't like it. Again, I am a firm believer that you should be able to shit on things and say like, oh, this is for brain-dead idiots, and other people should still be able to like it. That being said, I don't fucking care about Forsaken. I don't know what it is. I know it's Roblox horror, which Roblox cannot be scary. I have yet to see a scary Roblox game because most of them look like, you know, dumb. Is this supposed to be a Dead by Daylight stream? I've never played Dead by Daylight. Mascot horrors, I agree. I mean, because for creators, it makes a lot of money, but later it's slander and weird shit. Okay. See, okay, first off, I don't think that there is such thing as bad art, because art is subjective. So bad art is not a thing, and I could go on about that for a good while. Bad art is not a real thing. But, have you ever seen the famous platform by Steam by Valve? No, I've never heard of it, actually. My personal recommendation for Roblox... No. Roblox isn't scary. I cannot get scared by Roblox. And if I am scared by Roblox, it's a jump scare, which that does not count as scaring someone. Any jump scare would scare someone. That doesn't mean that you're good at horror. Using jump scares in horror is... Okay, this is what jump scares are to me, right? Jump scares in horror, to me, are the equivalent of being in a race and you shoot your opponent in the leg so you can get ahead. Like, yeah, you won the race, but it's not because you did anything right. It's literally, like, anyone can do that. Not anyone can write a convincing horror environment. Me, when my survival instincts kicked in, when the loud PNG appears on screen. Yeah, literally. Isn't Roblox a Lego ripoff? What? No. What class do you play the most? Soldier. Up on farm or... No, no. Here's every single Roblox game I have found genuine enjoyment from that wasn't ironic or very, very, very short-lived. Speedrun 3. Or was it 4? I don't even fucking remember. One of the speedruns from back in the day. The Natural Disaster Survival. Arsenal. This skateboarding game. That's it. That's it. Soldier is the easiest. I think Soldier is easy. Of course Soldier's easy. Of course Soldier's easy. What do you think I play Soldier? I'm bad at this game. Bandit Forces was fun. I'm assuming that's Roblox. Jump scares never count as good horror. So, the only game that gets away with jump scares is FNAF due to the legacy. Here is the only, and it doesn't even count, but like here's like an argument that I could make for jump scares. Here's the only one. Is if instead of being afraid, so if you don't like jump scares, like if they really get to you, you could be scared of the fact that a jump scare might appear. That's the only argument I can see for jump scares. Try Starfall. If it's Roblox, then no. Just realized my name was showing this whole time. What, Miro Coalesce? Meyer Coalesce. What game mode in TF2 do you like? Payload. I like every game mode, really. Except for capture points. 5 capture points. 5 CP. I don't like 5 CP. Not fun. Except for Powerhouse. I love Powerhouse. One of my favorite maps. But outside of Powerhouse, 5 CP is boring. Uh-oh. Yeah, I know. The acronym, but I'm saying that's the name of it. I don't like 5CP. You like Foundry a lot? Foundry is decent. Powerhouse is 3 CP, but it's counted as the same thing. Look, here's the thing. 5 CP would be infinitely better if it was just 3. Like Powerhouse. 3 is just so much better. Just way more fun, in my opinion. I don't like 5 CP because it feels like tug of war, where like, first off, it's so long. It's, like the timer should be like when the timer that's added to a point should be like 3 minutes, 3.5. I mean, like Powerhouse is mostly stalemates, yeah, but I love. There's just something about Powerhouse that I love. Pillar is your favorite game mode, but Badlands CP is your favorite map. I don't know my favorite map. I'm a really basic bitch. My favorite map is probably Upward. I know, really original, but like I love Powerhouse. I don't think King of the Hill is underrated. I feel like if you want to say a game mode in TF2 is underrated, then like say like Manpower. If like I don't think it's I don't like Manpower, but like if you like that would definitely be something that isn't super popular. I think Powerhouse is a good example of very balanced map when you stalemate a lot. Fair. I never queue for control points because the server always ends up voting for either Sunshine or that one comp one. So I like Sunshine. It's one of my favorite 5CP maps, but here's my thing with 5CP is that so first off, you can see in my queue which one I have. First off, I don't like most of these maps. Just in general. Like, I really don't like 5 Gorge. 5 Gorge, duh. 5 Gorge is ass. This is one of my Gorge is one of my favorite maps in the game. Five Gorge is one of my least favorite maps in the game. It just does not work as a 5CP map. I don't like 5CP well. I really fucking hate Snake Water. I do not like Snake Water at all. My issue is that 5CP, like, Powerhouse is, the matches last a long time and there's a lot of stalemates, but other maps, like, it just feels like even more back and forth, you know? It's just like, oh, we cap this point and then that one. And also, the main thing I really don't like about 5CP, most classes are ass. Like, okay, in 5CP, right? On average in casual, Heavy sucks. Engineer sucks. Like, Spy and Pyro, you can make the argument that they suck. The only viable classes in 5CP are Boom, 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 and Boom. What's that really sandy King of the Hill map? Do you mean Megaton? I don't like Megaton. Megaton. Oh, you're probably talking about Lakeside, not Megaton. As an engineer, man, I like 5CP because of I overuse the Eureka effect and move buildings. I do like the Eureka effect. It's funny. There's a lot of map bloat in TF2 in general. That is true. Like, okay, look, let's see all the maps that I've selected, right? None of these. None of these. One of these. None of these. A good amount of these. Good amount of these. One of these, none of these, and then good amount of these. I have, like... I definitely have less than half of the maps chosen. Which I think shows... I don't know why I clicked it. Let's click on a random thing. This. Oh. This is one of the best war paints. Unrelated. One of the best war paints in the game. Maybe my favorite. Blue a little less so, but the red just... Oh, look at that. Fuck. It's beautiful. That's why I have one on my meta gun. Like, look at this shit, dude. This looks awesome. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get some water. My throat's starting to hurt. I'll get some water. I'll be right back, gamers. Don't go anywhere. It'll be like 30 seconds max. Alright, guess who's back? Queen, you're talking about, Passball. Passball. Pastime. No, stream is not ended. Stream is back. Everyone. What have I missed here? Heavy gets some use of defending last points of 5CP, but still, I don't want to only play Heavy on the last point. That's lame. With weight to 2 fort. I feel like that's how the list. With weight to 2 fort. I've been playing Soldier non-stop. Who else should I play, gamers? First class I see in chat I play. You're gonna go to sleep. It's 3:30 a.m. Well, you have a good sleep. I appreciate you for joining. You went to somewhere and it was horrible? What's your Smash main? K-Rool. I love K-Rool. Someone said Pyro. I'm ass at Pyro, by the way. I'm ass at Pyro. Yeah, in Smash, my 3 golden characters are K-Rool, Ridley, and Bowser Jr. Get the Pyro mod with the Femboy Pyro mod. I've seen that one. I've seen Fem Pyro. You should play Soldier. Give him. Yeah, it's been a whole 30 seconds. They're talking about the boob mod for Pyro that gives them big boobs, big breasts. Bowser Jr., that's interesting? What do you mean that's interesting? Bowser Jr. is underrated. Bowser Jr. is so fun to play. I don't really play Smash much because it's genuinely really bad for my mental health. Because I get very, very mad at Smash. It is easily the angriest that I get at any video game. I get very upset at Smash, and it's a problem. So I can't really play it without making myself upset. Yeah, I like a lot of characters in Smash. I like playing Steve. I like playing Pythra. Pyro goes Kira mode. I'd say so.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
I love playing Wario. Donkey Kong Bowser. I get mad at almost every single online multiplayer game. It's genuinely a problem. Yeah, I don't really know how to fix that. I gotta, like, look up a way how... You play Ness and it's been fun, you're evil. You're evil. You're evil. You're evil.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
That's where people would say you're a loser to play Roblox. Brother, I don't care. Play Roblox. I don't give a shit. Oh my god. You can play Roblox. I'm not saying that you're a bad person. I'm saying I don't like it. Me. This is my stream, and I don't like it. You can play Roblox. You can play fucking, like, I don't know, like Charlie Kirk 24/7 obby. You can do whatever the fuck you want with Roblox. I don't care. It's just that I don't like it. And I think it's lame. You are not allowed to have fun. No fun! Do you understand me? You can't play who you want. You can't do what you want. You're evil and I hate you. I can't aim. I can't aim. That's why I have the aim for me gun. Shotgun pyro. I like shotgun pyro because it's fun. Then I get called a weirdo. Brother! Dan, if you don't fuck with me, then go away. No one's forcing you to stay on the stream. If you don't like the fact that I don't like Roblox, then you have free will. You can go. There are millions. There are millions of things that you can do on YouTube or in general that don't involve me. And if you don't like the fact that I don't give a shit about Roblox, you don't have to stay. I'm not forcing you. I don't have a gun to your head, brother. Why not Panic Attack? Because I already got my Panic Attack to Hail Zone and I want to use something else. And by the way, I like the stream. I do appreciate it. But, like, you want to play Roblox, let's play Roblox. There are over 3 other streamers that I think, oh yeah, there's only around like 2, maybe. I'm in a character from Forsaken that has a TV head. Can you read? If you're gonna insult me, then like... like, you're... I'm gonna assume that you're very young. I'm going to make that assumption, that you're like 12. Where is my team? Are you evil? No. With highway goes to city 17. I don't know. Oh my god, Potato Man.
We have been awarded additional time.
Aratka. Hi, Heavy. If y'all want the Iron Curtain, 3 days. In 3 days, what's it, fuck? The, Poker Night Remastered comes out. I'm very excited. If you're ever willing to give Roblox a chance, I recommend Block Tales. It's an RPG that plays like Earthbound and Paper Mario. See, here's my thing, though. I can just go play Earthbound or Paper Mario. I'm gonna do that math right now. Okay. You know, I will do that math. Okay. And I'm gonna do it in the correct way, and you're probably gonna say that I do it wrong. But let's do order of operations here, okay? 20 divided by 4 is 5, right? And 5 divided by 9.5 is whatever the fuck that is. So, that's 20 plus 5 plus 5. Or no, 20 divided... So that's 5... So that's 15. No. Wait, no, I'm an imbecile. So that is 5 plus 5, which is 10. Plus this number. So you are... Plus 5. So you are 15.52 years old. 15 and a half. Yeah. That is the number. Order of operations. Ignore the decimals? What do you mean ignore the decimal? You can't ignore decimals in math. Ignore the margin of it. Oh. Tiny baby man, yeah. Yeah, I have my... when I put out my age, I do it down to the femtosecond. I do it down to the femtosecond. I'm not doing well as Pyro. Can y'all tell that I'm bad as Pyro? Y'all can tell. I gotta get rid of these unusual taunts. You can barely even fucking see this one. Why are you called Bookshelf? So, I explained this in the art stream that I did, a little ago. But I don't mind explaining it again. So... Just W plus 1, WM1 is easy. Okay, so... Here's the really fast way of my username. So, I'm called Bookshelf because when I was, like, 11, I made this shitty ripoff of Astiff movie called Randomness, which was literally just a ripoff of Astiff movie. And I had a bit that I made where this guy... So there's person A and person B. Person A calls person B. So A calls B a bookshelf. And B goes like, what does that mean? And A's like, And then B goes insane trying to figure out what it means because he thinks it's like some kind of secret code. And it turns out that person A just said it to make them think, like, to make them go insane. And I thought that was really funny and made that my name on Discord. And then I made it my thing on everything else. Roguelikes have a chokehold on me. Do you have that? Do you have the video? I do not. You need to use the full power of Halo Zone Panic Attack, but I want to use my shotgun. What kind of games do I like playing? I don't have a genre specifically. Like, I think the only, literally, like, I'd say that there are only genres that I don't like. There's no genres where I'm like, oh, fuck! But there are definitely genres that I more so don't enjoy. Real-time strategy is one. Just not a fan. Real-time strategy. It's not that I immediately see a real-time strategy game and think, ugh, ew. It's more so that they're just not my, from what I've seen and played, not my thing. But like, I can name some of my favorite games to get you like an idea of what I like. My favorite games: Undertale, Deltarune, TF2, Hat in Time, Portal 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Mullet Mad Jack, Katamari Damacy, Downwell. Those are my favorite games. I'm not gonna say which one's top or bottom. It's a weird question. She flinches like an absurd puppy when she sees an RTS game. Genuinely, yeah. It's just... I love playing RPGs because of the character customization. I just like turn-based combat. Like, in general, I just really, really like turn-based combat. Like, I really like Pokemon. You know, I just said Undertale, Deltarune. I like turn-based... I'm still making my way through Persona 5. Turn-based combat is fun. I think Persona might have the best turn-based combat, though. The battles are quick and snappy and fun. You are insane. You know, when someone asks me my age instead of giving me $2 million, I'd love $2 million. I would not mind $2 million. I would not be complaining. You are evil, you are evil, you are evil, you are evil, and I'm also dead. What's your favorite pyro melee? Mine's the back scratcher. Mine is also the back scratcher. Where is it? Where is he? Jim. Jim the back scratcher. Do you like cabinets or drawers? Cabinets are decent. Drawers aren't. I know you already said no, but the storyline for Chapter 3 and 4 Block Tales is genuinely heartbreaking. I don't think I'd be able to get invested in a Roblox game. Reddit gold for you, man. Do not Reddit gold me. Games like Fire Emblem make me a fair bit annoyed, but that's only the kind of games that I've gripes with. I haven't played, doors or bookshelves? Shelves. Actually, no, doors can be pretty cool. I haven't played, whatever that was. I don't know, what would I get if I gifted you the Poker Night re-release? Well, it's $10, so you would get a fully shaded, full-body character drawn. Because it's the exact same price as a commission of mine. Hello, 4G. Someone said that I remind them of Zeronium. I don't know who that is. Gambling Raw. When I get Poker Night, I will stream it, because I've already played it, and like it'll just be fun to stream. I'm gonna missile. Y'all, I don't fucking care. I'm gonna mute the word Forsaken in my chat. Add me on Steam. All right. Genuinely, Forsaken it might be like the game outside of TF2 that has been mentioned in my chat the most. Like just overall. Like, I'm not saying like a specific person, but like genuinely, like so many people in my chats mentioned Forsaken, and I don't understand why. The children's Roblox game. I'm playing a Roblox is a children's horror game on Roblox. And, like, I'm playing a, not gruesome, but a bloody, raunchy boomer shooter from 2006. What is the overlap between Forsaken and that? I don't... Where did it go? Forsaken is, like, I don't care. I don't care. Pay me $100 and I would play Forsaken. Within 7, that's true. I'm not talking about people being tops or bottoms. I know there's minors in the chat. Usually, I don't like saying, oh, there's, like, there might be minors in the chat. This is not a boomer shooter. It came out almost 20 years ago. I think that it could count. At this point, if you were 10 when this game came out, then you are almost 30. You don't have donations on? I can't. I'm not monetized. I tried turning them on. I'm not monetized, unfortunately. But anyway, this is something that I've thought about for a bit. So I do not like saying, oh, there might be minors watching the stream, so I can't talk about, I don't know, any 18+ topic. Because my streams are not geared towards minors. There is literally nothing in my streams that specifically targets minors. My content is not for children. But in this stream specifically, I had people state that they were 15, so... Twitch a year for the month. I would pay $100, you can play Mid-Saken. I'd play any fucking game for $100. Hi, Kneecap. Not a big fan of this map. I love this map. Not favorite map? That's okay. I think I'd play any game for $100 outside of like. You'd have to pay me $200 to play Garden of Banban or Poppy Playtime. I think I'd rather play Garden of Banban than Poppy Playtime, because at least that's like funny bad. You know, like you can laugh at that, at how bad it is. Like Poppy Playtime is just shit. It's just soulless garbage made for profit. Koth King, my favorite, but Barn Blitz is a close second. Oh! I think Badwater is the only good payload map? What? The only good payload map? No Thunder Mountain, no Snowy Coast, no Pier. What? No Frontier? No Borneo? No Patagonia? I like Patagonia. Might be one of my favorite maps in the game. It's really fun. You love Argentina? Argentina. That is such rage bait. What, me liking Patagonia? Or them thinking that Badwater's the only good payload map? That was so deserved. What if Freddy Fazbear was freaky than to be Freaky Fazbear? I'll give you a nickel, a nail, and a great... I'll give a nickel, a nail, and a great-great-great-grandfather snail. I can't believe that movie's fucking 14 years old. Can y'all believe that the Lorax, like, Illumination adaptation is 14 years old? That shit's in high school! Not a payload fan here? That's fair. Like, there are people in this chat who are almost as old as Lorax 2012. And, by the way, there are people, this was a fucking mind fuck to me, okay? This was a mind fuck to me. When I learned that there were people in my high school class who didn't know that the Lorax is based on a book. They thought it was just the Illumination movie. They didn't know about same with, like, the Grinch. There are people who didn't know about the original animated shorts and who didn't know about the books. Watch Spyro vid of TF2. Spyro? I like Spyro. He's cute. He's funny. He's funny looking. I like all versions of Spyro, including the Skylanders one, even though people think that one's worse than Stalin. Come here. Like, there are people who don't know that shit came out. Remember you watched the old Road to El Dorado and found out this movie is super old? That stuff makes me worry for the future. That doesn't make... I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if someone doesn't know that the Lorax is a book. Like... Someone might have missed my message. I don't see it. It might have been hidden. I'll give you a Galaxy A23. I don't want a Galaxy phone. Yeah, I've only seen Road to El Dorado once. It's pretty decent. Grinch is the Cat in the Hat. I loved that short when I was younger. I rewatched it last year. I fucking loved that short when I was younger. I don't know what it was about it. I loved it. You play the Bluey game. No, I'm not 7. That's too old. Even when I say, like, oh, I'm not 7, I'm not into Bluey, like, even, like, that's too old for Bluey. Bluey is literally aimed at 3-year-olds. Add on the cord, and if you remind me the other day Poker Night comes out, I'll gift it to you. Been wanting to see my son in your style. I will do. I have Discord closed during streams, but I will do that after the stream. Bluey binge when? Look, if I had like a younger sibling, I'd probably love to watch Bluey. It's educational, doesn't talk down to its audience. It's a great toddler show, but it is still a toddler show. Not that you can't watch it if you're not a toddler, but it is for children, and I don't understand the appeal at all if you're not a toddler. You should try Babdi. I don't know what that is. The Grinch and the Cat in the Hat had such a great back and forth. It's definitely interesting. Klonoa, please. Wait, oh, the GBA. For you, Kneecap, I'll play Elf for the GBA. The new series of the Batman family sucks. I didn't watch it. I think Will Forte voices Batman, which is definitely a choice. I wanted to watch it. What's your avatar supposed to be? She's a coyote. And before you say, oh, but coyotes don't look like that, well, no furry looks like that. No furry has, like, bright neon hair, so... Ha! Woke liberals. I can't play the demo, man. I love being an artillery cannon. Oh! I don't know why I screamed like that. Help me! Help me! Oh, thank God. You know, I like Bruce's design in Bat Fam. I haven't watched it, though. Maybe I will eventually. You heard of the great Argentinian Therian invasion of 26? No. I died. I have new items. I have a gift. Someone gifted me this. What have I been gifted? The fruit shoot! Thank you for the fruit shoot. We have Kit Kat from Smiley Food. Thank you. I will put this in the, where's my sniper? I've been gifted that's the first thing I've been gifted on stream in a good while. It's been a bit since I've been gifted something, in this game. The last thing I was gifted, I think, was the box trot for Spy. Gwen gifted me this taunt, which is insane. This is my favorite taunt effect in the game. One of my favorites, at least. I sneezed and... Ew. I don't know. I didn't know that presents were broken. My friend gifted me my rocket launcher, my Aussie rocket launcher. So... Top shelf knife. That's 2 top shelf weapons I've seen today. That's crazy. Okay, I'm bad at demo. I'm gonna play the Brain Dead. I hate learn. You hate leering France? You mean learning French? I learned a bit of French in school. I couldn't turn quick enough. If you're talking about the language, you're not learning France, you're learning French. That's your first big problem. Second off, it's never a bad thing to learn a second language. Splat TF2 versus the entire population of Boston, Massachusetts. I win. I do. Oh, hello! Like, I had to learn a bit of French. It was Quebecois French, so it's not, you know, the real French, but... I don't know any other languages. I only know English, so I'm weak. I'd love to know some other... I'd love to know Korean, Japanese, German, Russian. All very nice languages. Egomania. If I lost that, I would have been very upset. Oh! Okay, bien pour moi. You can install Duolingo. I hate Duolingo. They fired like 200 of their translators to use generative AI. I don't like Duolingo. Also, it's a horrible way to learn a new language. It's a great way to learn some words, but in terms of learning a new language, it's bad, and their business practices suck. So, fuck Duolingo. They can go to hell. What map is this? This is Snowy Coast. Minimal wear, top shelf knife. Yes. That is what I saw. Oh no. Are you heinous? No, you're reloading. Not gonna lie, Duolingo is like the uncle who's trying to fit in with the modes. Look, I used Duolingo in elementary school, and it barely worked then. Using it when you're an adult, it's just not. It's just not. If you need to learn, watch videos you like in a different language, genuinely, yeah. Watch a movie you like in French. Watch a show you like in Spanish. Like, that's a great way. Canadian, French Canadian spotted in chat. I'm not French Canadian. I'm English Canadian.
30 seconds.
Oh my, you are an evil malodorous beast is what you are. Okay. Someone else. Ah! You're not from Quebec? No, I'm not from Quebec. Everyone in Canada has to learn French as a second language, like in school. So from grade 4 to grade 9, I learned French. None of it stuck. I know some of it, but I don't want to pronounce because my pronunciation is absolutely abysmal. Malodorous is a good word. It is. I've actually been wanting to learn some Japanese someday. I have a Japanese friend who I hang out with in VR sometimes. That's pretty neat. Your rage when backstabbed sounded like when you eat the burger in Castle Crashers. I've never watched, never played Castle Crashers. Your grandma eats expired food. And she's alive. Okay. Cool. No, so this map is called Pee-Pee Butthole. This is Pee-Pee Butthole, the map. I'm gonna find a new game because I'm sucking hard in this map. Give me not payload. I want to find a new game. Oh! Oh! To be fair, I'd kind of hope I'd know a bit more after doing it for 100 days straight. Not payload. I've been playing payload the whole stream. Will you come to Australia? My favorite animal in the world is the kangaroo. I love kangaroos. I would go to Australia literally just for kangaroos. I love them. They are so cute. Great game, guys. Kangaroos are so fucking adorable. Yes, the big creature that can get... They're so cute! I have pet kangaroos in my life. I pet a joey. No, it wasn't a... No, this was much bigger than a joey. Joeys are tiny. I did pet a kangaroo, a red kangaroo, but it was a woman, so... Even though they're called the red kangaroos, they're named after the men, so the red ones are the men, and then the females are like a grayish blue. But I did pet one. They brought one to my elementary school, and I got to pet it. And then I got to pet another one, like, the year after. So I have pet a real-life kangaroo. They were so cute. They're very dangerous, yes, but they're so adorable. I know that they fight, and people are like, oh, but the men look scary. And I'm like, yeah, but, like, the other ones look adorable. What? Female red kangaroos, absolutely adorable. Giraffes are your favorite animal? Giraffes are funny. You think that Roblox might shut down? No, it won't. Why the fuck would they do that? Roblox is a money printer. They take 75% of the microtransactions that other people make. Roblox is free money. Not for you, for the people, for... Fuck. Again... minigun lover. The jacked kangaroos are just the male red kangaroos. The male kangaroos are jacked. The female kangaroos, which are the ones with pouches, aka the ones that are better,
We have secured the control point.
are not jacked. Also, Danlin, I saw your message. I chose to not read it because I'm going to be honest, I don't really care. You don't have to send it again. If I don't read your message, it's either because it didn't show up on stream Or the much more likely thing, I just didn't care enough to read it. I'd be able to spam this. Yeah, like, I'd like to say I read 90% of messages. If someone is talking about something that's so random and so unrelated and, like, then I don't care. What are you doing, you fool? I shall hate AI. I hate it. I hate generative AI. I had a conversation about this in my marketing class today, and the people behind me were fucking dumb. They were like, "Oh, I just use it as a little helper tool," and I'm like, "You do not, like, you probably do not know how dumb you sound right now." Like, the people are like, "Oh, I just use it as a little helping tool," and I'm like, "You are the person that is going to end our future." The people who say, "Oh, it's just a tool. It's just a tool." They say that, and it still does like 90% of what they do.
Competition begins in 10 seconds.
The stream needs to work overtime to read out every single stream comment out loud for everyone watching the stream to hear and listen. Good to find something? No, it's not. Your mom is addicted to ChatGPT. I'm so sorry to hear that. Queen Echo, it is not good to learn things. Or find things. You say you need to search to prove it. So why use AI in the first place? Let's say I want to look up how many species of gorilla there are. Right? I use ChatGPT, and it says, "Oh, there are 40 types of gorillas." 40 types. And then I think, I don't know if I, like, let me double check, right? And then I go to Google, and I go to, like, Wikipedia, or fucking, I don't know, like, I can't, like, let's say that you look at, like, I don't know, like, Animal Planet, I don't fucking know. You find the real answer is, like, 100. And then you're like, okay, I just wasted my time. I wasted a bottle of water using the AI for that. Also, I'm seeing a bunch of messages that I do want to read. Let's see, you sound like Xbox CEO? I don't think I do. You finished university just as AI shit started becoming widespread, and it was horrifying to see so many people and faculty using it and being on board with it. Absolutely. I'm currently in my second year of university. Most people fine with using generative AI. Here's the thing. I'm a lazy fuck. I'm not anti-AI because I'm like the most hardworking person. I do all the readings and I do all the work. No. I just don't fucking like it. Like, I do think that there's, like, I think that doing something with generative AI, like, I think that not doing an essay is less lazy than getting like ChatGPT to write it for you. That's my hot take. I think it is lazier to get, like, to ask ChatGPT to write your essay than to just straight up not do it. Because there's some integrity. There is some integrity in that. I just don't want to fucking do it. Okay. But the other, like, that's, do people not know that's cheating? Like, that's fucking copyright infringement? That you're stealing millions of people's works to write your essay that you can do in like 30 minutes? Because writing an essay is not fucking hard. I just... The fact that so many people use generative AI as, like, like Google, basically, is insane. I'm a very curious person. I look up things all the time. But I find my information. And even then, Google is spoon-feeding info as well. Like, why do you need ChatGPT? It's not hard to find things. Yes, Dan, that is actually correct. A lot of people, one of the worst things to come out of generative AI is the fact that there are people who are confusing machine learning for generative AI. And saying, oh, this is using AI, and it's like, no, it's not actually. It's machine learning, which has existed for 30 years. And because of generative AI, the good AIs, like machine learning, are getting caught in the mix. It's like, fuck, that is bad. There's so many messages that I'm missing because I'm caught up. This is a topic I'm very, very passionate about, if you couldn't tell. Playing games on the Wii made me realize that AI is useless in the creative space. Generative AI is useless in general. There is nothing good to come out of it. Every single thing that you could say that, like, there's some good to come out of it, I would come up with a rebuttal. You love Wikipedia because you could start on the Terraria page and then 30 minutes later you're on the Alzheimer's page. Don't ask how. Yep, that's true. If a tool does 99% of the work, then it's not a tool. Yes, that's very true. AI can never be 100% factual because it's AI. AI will never be 100% factual. Did you know when you would see those spinning snipers during the bot crisis, it was actually bots designed to kill bots? Sometimes.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
I gotta go, chat. I have college tomorrow. That's fair. Tomorrow, I have a great university schedule. I have Tuesdays and Fridays off. Like, it's really upsetting to me seeing... Nowadays, when I walk outside, I notice generative AI fucking everywhere. AI imagery, I don't like saying AI art because it's not art. AI imagery is everywhere. It is so widespread. On the 4th of March, you start Joel. I don't know what Joel is. I know school. I jest. You have work tomorrow? Oh my god, jobby. The amputator has basically erased my Ubers. I keep forgetting that I have the Ubers. Let me put that back. My mom uses Gen AI for a lot of stuff. That's bad. Where's the joy of doing it yourself? Wendy's is an AI-generated menu. Where's the joy of doing it yourself? Where's the joy of making? Where's the joy of doing? And people are like, oh, but I'm bad at this thing. You a fan of the vaccinator? It's fun to use, awful to play against. People are like, oh, but I'm bad at this, or the excuse that I really don't like, I have a disability. I have a disability. I can't do... And I can't do this without AI because of my disability. I hate that excuse. That excuse is awful. That's an even better reason to not use generative AI. Like, you are robbing yourself of the ability to get better at something that you have an inherent, like... What's the word I'm thinking of? That you are inherently not as good at. Let's say that you, what's like a disability that, like, okay, let's say that people say, oh, let's say, arm doesn't work. I don't have, let's say I only have a left arm. Like, I lost my right arm, right? Let's say I lost my right arm and I was right-handed. And someone says, oh, but what if they, what if they want to draw and paint? And now they can't. Now they can't, but with AI, they can't. They lost their arm, their dominant arm, and now they can. I don't like that excuse, because there's so many people that worked hard. And I don't love the excuse of, oh, they worked for it. I don't love that excuse. Like, oh, they worked, because, like, I don't think that inherently, just because someone worked harder at something means that they're better, which is another can of worms that I could get into. But, like, it's just inherently removing yourself, you're robbing yourself the idea, or the ability to get better at something, to just get worse. You can use AI to make you an example 10. No, I don't like that either. I don't like that either. Pick it up. Pick it up. I don't like that either, actually. The, like, inspiration argument. I hate that, too. Because, you know what is a skill? Genuinely, you know what is a skill? Getting inspiration. That's a skill. I don't think people ever acknowledge that. Getting inspiration is a skill. Looking up, knowing what you want to look up, knowing where to look and what to look at, knowing to look at a song or a movie, or even better, learning how to interpret a song or a movie or another person's work into inspiration. That's even better. One of the best feelings as an artist is watching a movie and thinking, oh wait, that gives me the idea to do this, right? Using AI for inspiration of give me inspiration for this story about a war or whatever. Like, that is robbing like a third of the artistic process. I hate the inspiration argument. And even if you could make the moral argument, even if you could somehow overcome that moral argument, you still have the physical argument of water, waste of water, waste of space, invading on people's land, waste of resources, fucking, like, the RAM increase, the loss of jobs, the theft, like everything, dude. The fact that real people's art is getting confused for AI-generated art because the AI quote-unquote art style is real people's art styles that's just been regurgitated. And now, those art styles, which are good art styles, are now seen as awful. And the people who have spent years mastering the craft to make their art look like that are now being seen as nothing but garbage AI. No, Queen Echo, still, no. No. I don't like that either. That is a skill. Every single gear rider is the oh, 1 second. Gear rider? No, I'm not gonna ban someone for that. They're trying to be devil's advocate. Which I do appreciate. I appreciate bringing up the arguments. No, I do appreciate bringing up the arguments because that means that we are allowed to have a conversation. It's good to have a conversation. Don't clown on Queen Echo. Because that's, first off, that's mean. Second off, they're not saying, oh, I love AI. They're trying to bring up the arguments that someone else would bring up, which is a perfectly fine thing to do in a conversation. That's why it's a conversation. That's why it's a discussion and not a monologue. Having a discussion about something is always better than just yapping on about it with no contradictory points. But, like, as I was saying, just any AI, any generative AI dick sucking that I see, I hate, and I can easily like dispute any argument that I've seen for it, like incredibly easily. But Lazy the Engineer, Gear Rider is I am going to write that down. I will write that down on like a notepad. I want to remember that. If I ever meet someone who fucking dick sucks AI, I will call them a Gear Rider. I don't know if you came up with that or if that's something you got from like Twitter or whatever, but that is amazing. That's the best thing I've read all week. Cadillac Converter, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The AI that you are discussing is not generative. It's not generative. A lot of AI upscaling is not generative. It's been a thing for years. You can kind of make an argument that it is, but it's not the form of generative AI that we're talking about. It's not an LLM. That's what generative AI is. It's an LLM. It's a large language model, in case y'all don't know. Generative AI, if you want another word for saying, instead of saying AI bad, say LLM. Large language models. ChatGPT, Midjourney, Grok, Claude, Gemini, these Copilot, these are all LLMs. These are large language models. Because they're models based on a large amount of language. And image, like, an image enhancement has been a thing for years. AI GF chatting or RPing, even that's one of the worst cases of it. Oh my god. I've seen, like, y'all have seen people, AI image upscaling is generative. There is some type that's generative, like they did in the Plants vs. Zombies remaster, but there is AI upscaling that isn't specifically generative AI that's existed for years before this stuff was widespread. There are people apparently who like chat to AI like a girlfriend, right? Or use it as a therapist, which is even worse. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that. If you use generative AI as a therapist, that is a horrible thing you can do. You are willingly giving so much of your information and so much of your personal identity to, like, OpenAI, who will then harvest your data and sell it or use it for some nefarious purpose because they just made a deal with the US government. Like, how is it that the same people who are like, oh, you shouldn't say your name online, that's bad security, are the same people that are like, hey, AI, my name is Francis McDormand, and I live in Tennessee, and in this exact address. Yes, I saw the Discord leak. One thing I like is that Gen AI is destroying itself. Yeah, that is another thing, that AI is feeding on itself. Did y'all see that so many people were making deepfakes of Charlie Kirk's face that certain AI image prompters were starting to add it onto things, like, without being asked? Because they were reading so many things with his face, and they were like, oh, that must be how people look.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
Again, this is very obviously a topic that I am extremely passionate about. It sucks that there are so many people that have just given in. AI voice? No, absolutely not. Generative AI voices? Again, bad. One word. Scams. Scams. There was a reported story. There was a woman who was contacted by an AI voice model saying that it was Brad Pitt, and it sounded exactly like him. Exactly like him, and she ended up forking over a lot of money because she was like, oh, this is the famous Brad Pitt. You could say that that's dumb, but what if, imagine you got a call from who you think is your mother, and she says, son, daughter, kid, whatever, I need money. I have a hospital bill. I need to pay it. I need $50,000 for the hospital bill. You give it over, and then you realize, nope, that was someone who used spyware to find out who you are and who your mother is and create a generative AI model based on her voice and trick you. Which has happened, actually. That's not like a made-up thing. That happened. But yeah, it was a lot of money. Yeah, I've been talking about this a lot. I might make a whole video about it, because, like, it really is a topic that I need to fully articulate even more. But let's talk about something fun. Let's talk about something fun. Like Skylander. Y'all remember I'd say this every stream. Y'all remember Skylanders? That was my shit. That was absolutely my shit. Do you like use HUD? You're gonna have to rephrase that question. I don't know what you mean by that. Do you mean, do I use a custom HUD? You want to go to a laser tag arena? I loved laser tag when I was younger. Alright, HUD to the... So, I use a modified version of the default HUD that I made. I'm not saying I made, I edited. I edited this version of the default HUD. Imaginators, I'm sorry, Nanzak, I have to respectfully disagree. Imaginators was the worst one in the series. It had the worst story, had the worst gameplay. Giants and Swap Force are peak. Those are like the best, but Trap Team's also really good. Superchargers is pretty good too. You seen Iron Lung? I did watch it in theaters, big screen, real big screen. Great movie. I haven't played the game, but I very much enjoyed... I didn't play the game, but I very much enjoyed the movie. What's your longest kill streak? It's like, I have an item. I have the Force of Nature. My longest kill streak is 51. Because if I go to most kills... Oh no, it's 43. That's it, 43. 43 is my longest kill streak. Oh, wait, no? Okay, if you count medic... Oh, no, that was one less. Okay, yeah. Heavy, 43. Iron Lung game was made by a Polish person, which I can be proud of. Also made Dusk game. Never played Dusk. Never heard of Dusk. Oh, the character. Yeah, the character creator was really in depth. I liked it. I liked that part a lot. You know, I still have all my Skylanders. In fact, okay, the big one, which I don't think a lot of people, this probably wouldn't mean that much to people who aren't in the know of the game. So, I have a Skylanders figure that I never opened. Not for any... I bought it when it released. I believe that the major retail price was probably like $60, $50 Canadian, $60 Canadian. I think it was like 50 Canadian. Oh, hello everybody, my name is Markiplier, and welcome back to Job Simulator. I have a Skylanders figure that I never opened, not for any particular reason. Called, Robo. It's called Robo. That's the toy's name. It's Robo. If you're not in the know of this 10-year-old children's franchise, then I don't blame you. But this figure, in box, is worth around $700 US. Not in terms of that's what people are selling it for on eBay. That's like what people have bought it for on price charting websites. Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier, and welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's, the indie horror game that you guys suggested en masse, and I heard the Yami last played it, and he said it was really good, and I'm very eager to find out what this game is all about. Yeah, so I have a Robo Skylander, never opened, never touched, in box, from 2016, which I could sell for like $1,000. Robo is your sister's favorite? It's a rare one, so if you have it, be happy. It's a pretty rare figure, because it was the last, like, figure that they ever produced, and they didn't make, really a lot of it. So the game was already selling, very poorly. Good luck finding someone who's willing to buy it. You would be surprised at the things that people would do to collect. You would be very surprised at what people would do to collect. Like, wait, okay, if I look up Skylanders price charting. Like, Robo Skylander price charting. I love price charting websites. Specifically, well, pricecharting.com. So, graded. So, new. Let's say, okay. Graded. 640. Recently bought. I believe loose. Like, this thing's been selling for, like, $400, $500. I think the price has gone down recently. It used to be, like, $700. It's gone down to, like, $500. But it's a lot. I'm not mad. I'm not gonna ever sell the thing. Yeah, never underestimate the collectors. You don't understand collectors? I understand collectors. I love collecting. I don't collect much, but I like what I do collect. Collecting is fun. I died. I've been sucking ass past like hour. I think I'm gonna call it there. So I appreciate y'all for watching, for staying with me. A lot of people here, a lot of new people in this one. Remember to join the Discord. Remember I got commissions. So DM me on Discord. If you're interested for a commission, it's $10 for a fully shaded, full body piece. So yeah, I will see you gamers, next time, if you, happen to join the next stream. Okay, bye-bye gamers. Bye-bye. Where's the button to end it? There it is. Bye-bye.